Hello everyone, in this video we're going to draw a chibi mouse. We'll start by drawing a few simple shapes for structure. First, draw a circle as a guide for the head. And an easy way to draw a circle is to first make a couple of small marks to indicate the circle's height, and then on the sides draw a couple more small marks to indicate the circle's width. Then just connect the small marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. Sketch lightly at first so that it's easy to erase if you make a mistake. Also pause the video as you follow along to draw at your own pace. And you don't have to draw a perfect circle, but if you're having trouble drawing one, it's okay to trace the outer edge of a bottle cap or a lid or anything else with a circular edge. And inside the circle, draw a curved horizontal line for a construction guide, and place this line slightly lower than the center of the circle. And above that, draw a curved vertical line for another construction guide, and place this line to the left of the center of the circle. Below the circle, make a small mark to indicate the bottom edge of the body. And then extend the mark sideways to create a long horizontal line. The line should be slightly shorter than the width of the circle. And then connect the horizontal line to the circle using a couple of vertical lines. The body should be very small in relation to the head. And that's it for the guidelines. Now let's start on the final drawing. Inside the head, lightly sketch a small circular shape for the eye. And first make a couple of small marks to indicate the sides of the shape, and then connect the small marks using longer curved lines to finish the shape of the eye. And the shape of the eye should be sort of similar to a half circle. Use a curved line for the top edge of the shape and a flat line for the bottom edge. And to the left of the vertical line, draw a similar shape for the other eye. Use a curved line at the top and a flat line at the bottom. And the eyes should be big in relation to the head. When you get the sizes and positions of the eyes right, darken the shapes. Pay attention to the space between the eyes. Don't draw the eyes too close together. Inside each eye, draw a tiny circle for a highlight. And along the bottom edge of each eye, draw a curved line for a bit of reflected light. Now draw a small triangle where the two guidelines intersect for the nose. And make the shape of the nose very small in relation to the eyes. And below the nose, draw a short wavy line for the mouth. And don't make the shape of the mouth too long. The line for the mouth should be similar to the letter W. On the top right side of the head, lightly sketch a big curved shape for the first ear. And the top part of the ear should be made up of a sloping line, and the bottom part is basically a long curved line. And when you get the shape of the ear right, darken the lines. The overall shape of the ear should be sort of similar to an arc on its side. And inside the shape, draw a sloping line for the inner edge of the ear. And at the bottom, draw a couple of short angled lines for a bit of fur. And this line should be similar to the letter M. On the left side of the head, draw a similar shape for the other ear. And a big part of this ear will be hidden behind the head, so make this shape slightly thinner. Inside the shape, draw a short sloping line for the inner edge of the ear. Now draw the overall shape of the head along the path of the initial circle. And at the top, draw a few short angled lines for a bit of fur on top of the head. And these lines should form shapes that are similar to small triangles. Make these small triangles different sizes. And as you darken the left edge of the head, draw the line close to the eye so that the top of the head is thin. And at the bottom, curve the line to the left to create the cheek. So the bottom left side of the head should be wider than the initial circle. And draw a curved line on the bottom right side for the other cheek. And draw this line farther away from the initial circle too. So the bottom half of the head should be wider than the top half. Use thick dark lines as you draw these shapes. And if you've made it this far, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Now let's move on to the body. Inside the shape of the body, below the head, draw a long curved line for the arm. And the shape of the arm should be similar to an arc on its side. Draw an angled line on the right side to give the arm more structure. And notice how small the arm is in relation to the body. And to the left, draw another small arc for the other arm. And make the shape of this arm slightly smaller because the body is turned. Now darken the big shape under the head to create the rest of the body. And as you darken the shape of the body, make the edges more curved. On the bottom right side, draw a small oval-like shape for the foot. And most of this foot will be hidden under the body, so only draw the front of it as a small circle. And to the left, draw another small thin shape for the other foot. This foot is mainly made up of a short horizontal line. Starting on the bottom right side of the body, draw a long curved line for the tail. And this line should be similar to the letter S. Sketch the line lightly at first and only darken the line when you get the shape right. And then draw another long curved line parallel to the first one to make the shape of the tail thicker. Make the tip of the tail thin and pointy and the base of the tail wide. Then go over the final lines one more time to emphasize the shapes. And that's it for the mouse. Now go over the final lines with permanent ink, erase the guides, and color your drawing. I'm using different shades of brown to color, but you can color your mouse differently if you'd like. I'm also using markers, but you can use colored pencils too. For more tutorials like this one, please visit howtodrawanimals.com. That's how, and then the number 2, then drawanimals.com. Let me know what other cartoon animals you want to see me draw. Don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep drawing.